Well, hello again. Tierney here. Um, Today's lesson is on Homeward Bound. There are a couple of things I wanted to say to you why I wrote Homeward Bound is because, well, Mavis, Dracula, Tierney, which is what you've understand it about. Mavis, Dracula, Tierney, and I wrote that song also together, and also with Paul Simon too. And the reason is because Mavis, Dracula, Tierney, and I are still always living with each other as roommates and sleep hugging and with each other and hugging and kissing combinations with each other. And yeah, same thing for Paul Simon, our best friend too. So I wrote Homeward Bound in like the late 1940s. 1949 or 1950 was when I wrote Homeward Bound. And I think that's a very understandable thing that I have noticed. That it's like, what I always wanted to tell you about and such of our music. On our 90-year music career, or 91-year music career of ours. So this is what I have to understand you for somehow. Because you might have understand it that, we want you to learn our music a lot, all the time. And you have done so far, for mostly all the time. And, I would really like to just hang out with Paul Simon also. And same thing for Mavis, Dracula, Tierney, which of course she still lives with me and sleep hugs with me and so on. And, I just wanted to let you know that almost all the Simon and Garfunkel songs were written by me, Mavis, Dracula, Tierney, and Paul Simon. As my wife and my sister and my son and daughter and John McDonald Tahoe and John Acosta are the actual vice members of Simon and Garfunkel of ours. It's like, it's like what I mentioned to you, so, anyways, let's continue right here. So, what we want to do right here is, you want to go with this finger right here, your middle finger, actually your second finger on the sixth fret of the middle string, right here. You see where I'm pointing? And then what you want to do is or you can go something like this. So in this case, the song called Homeward Bound is either on the second or third or fourth fret. Whichever one you want. And then what you want to do is, go right here, put your second finger on the sixth fret of this third string right here, and then what you can do is you can go like this. After that, you wanna use the fourth string on the sixth fret, actually. But we're already using the capo on the fourth fret for today's lesson on Homeward Bound. The reason why I teach you all those lessons, because I want to help you learn. We just want to help you learn to play our songs that we want you to do, that we want you to play also along with us, so that you can get great learning experience on those songs, and we just wanted to help you out because we want you to learn. So this one over here, once again, and then fourth string. So let's go all together. What I could do is say 2 times of this, 2 times with the second finger on the third string right here, and then the fourth string 2 times. And then the third finger on the second string of the low A string right here. This is what you want to have here. But either way, you can follow me, or you can use your book of mine on Simon Garfunkel and the 2 extra Tierneys, or Simon and Garfunkel, I should say, that you can understand with that. So this is the third finger, so you want that on the 7th fret of the A string right here, or the second string, I should say. So what we can do is, and then pop up to the low E string right here, and then again, and then strum all the strings. Yeah, just strum all the strings like this. Like this. So this one over here, that that you start right here with the third finger on the 7th fret of the low E string. You just follow along with me. Okay? So I want you to follow along with me on Homeward Bound. So anyways, let me just figure it out straight. What you want to do is just go like this. So first of all, I'll tell you once again. And then you want to go like this with the third finger on the 7th fret of the low E string. So, anyways, just follow along with me. That's exactly what you want to do if you want to learn Homeward Bound. Always, all the time. So this is the one, like I said here, and then the second finger on the 6th fret of the low E string. And then first finger on the 5th fret of the low E string. And then essentially, so this is like a B minor chord or a B major chord, which is going to be like this. So that's what you want to do if you want to learn Homeward Bound. That's what you should know. So that's what I want you to do. And then that's what you want to succeed with. And then this one over here. This is a G sharp chord, which is going to be like this. Which is what I want you to have in mind. and then a C sharp chord, which is going to be this. And then the C. So let me see what this is called, because you might already know this chord. You still know this chord, and I want you to know it. Which is some kind of a D chord like this, which is what you can have in mind. And then back to the B chord again. And then E chord should be like this. Should be this. This is an E chord. This is an E chord like this. That's what I still gotta tell you, because I taught this song hundreds of times for mostly all my life, especially throughout the 1900s, since I wrote this song. And so did Mavis Dracula Tierney, which she still lives with me, and I still always sleep hug with her, and doing combinations of hug and kiss with her. That's the one, that's the one that you want to know. And that's the first one why I wrote this song. The first reason why I wrote this song, and so did Mavis, and so did Paul Simon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is an E chord. But like I said, Mavis Dracula Tierney and I still live with each other. As she and I still sleep hug and do combinations of hug and kiss with each other all the time. And we've been doing that for mostly all our lives, all the time, throughout our whole lives, because we love each other. And we like to keep along with our music. Okay, back to the lesson. This is what you'll want. Next is an E chord. And then the next one is back to the other kind of B chord here. And then the next one is after that, back to E chord. Then back to B chord. And then E chord and the C sharp chord, or A chord, I should say. And then to the end, which is the same exact thing from the beginning of the song. The same thing is or you can do it the way I taught you at the beginning of this lesson, but it's better if you would go like this. It's better if you do this, because it makes it a lot easier. And that's what I want you to do. Now I want you to follow along with me, because we want you to learn this song still. We want you to still learn this song. For those who might been learning Homeward Bound, this is the 1,000th time that I'm teaching you this. Yay! Congratulations. So let's go ahead and continue right here. Let's continue on right here. So we want you to follow along with me, which of course means as we want you to follow along with us on this song. So we want you to go is, so, excuse me for a minute. Excuse me for a moment. This is what I want you to just still figure it out. And, yeah. This is what I want you to think of. So, anyways, let's continue right here. So, let's play along, but I want you to follow along with me. Okay? Get it? Okay. Let's go for it. All right. But like I said to you about why I wrote this song, okay? Because you remember that, okay? But we'll have a news talk about our music sometime next week. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday is the right time. That we want to continue on with this news talk, okay? As you might have understand, you'll still do good on this song, okay? Well, thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll have a guitar lesson on American Tune for the 1000th time also, again. Which, what I mean by that is, I'll have a guitar lesson on American Tune again. Very soon. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And anyways, thank you again for coming, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you and good night. Thank you and thanks. Thank you and thanks. We love you very much. Thank you and thanks. Thank you and thanks.